Being at Central College has really revolutionized my life. As I was a freshman at Central, I was kind of trying to navigate everything throughout the campus, trying to figure out what I want to do with my life. And eventually, I took that education class. I got in the classroom and I finally said, you know what, Mason, this might be for you. And I've always tried to put it off and said, I don't want to be a teacher. And then I got into the classroom and I absolutely loved it. And I was like, this is what I want to do.
The reputation of the education program has just met and exceeded my expectations.
Central College's education program is really like the envy of the rest of Iowa in terms of what we have to offer.
From the very beginning, they get you out into the classroom. So within your first year, you get 35 hours of observation. That way you're not all the way to your junior year like, oh, now I'm in the classroom, I don't know if this is for me.
Really compared to other schools where student teaching may be their first time in the classroom teaching. So it definitely gives me more confidence being in Central's program.
I think what makes Central's education department unique, first and foremost, is our relationship with students. My students know everything about my family. It's not uncommon for them to show up at our door and want to jump on the trampoline with the kids. I think it's great, and it's actually sound research. Building relationships is something we preach all the time to our students as future educators.
And that's what they're doing with us too. As we're in the classroom, our professors are building relationships with us, and that's what I'm able to do here at Pella Middle School too.
You build the connections that you wouldn't at a larger campus. I didn't realize how many connections I actually would have.
Throughout the course of my time here at Central, I developed very close relationships with a lot of my professors, and that's definitely helped pay off, not only academically, but also just from like a networking standpoint and like understanding my future plans, and they've like lived it.
They're so welcoming too. You're able to go in, talk to them whenever you want to, and they really want to fight for you. They really want to put you in the best position that you need to be in to be a teacher one day.
I think we also are very intentional in providing a developmental progression into the field of teaching, and so our expectations are always high, but those expectations ramp up as they go through the program. Definitely a unique thing about Central College EDUC is the Central Teacher Academy.
So the Central Teacher Academy, or CTA, you get paired with a mentor teacher. And sophomore through senior year, you're going to be with that mentor teacher. And it's really all about experience and building confidence, and then also building relationships with students while you're there too.
I felt so blessed to have the mentor that I had. He let me teach in the classroom my very first year as a sophomore, where I hadn't ever taught before anyone ever, never written a lesson plan in my life, but taught it and actually went super well, got great feedback, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is for real, I'm actually growing, what?
Even if you are not involved with CTA, there's so many opportunities for educators or future educators to get into the classroom.
When I was in Granada, Spain, I completed a service learning where I taught English to immigrants from Central and South America. It really taught me what kind of preparation you need to go into each lesson plan, which is something that, like, the first day I was like, oh geez, there's a lot going on here. I have 2 hours to fill, and I have like 8 to 10 students. So I really have to think on my feet a lot and be adaptive.
So as far as feedback related to our students, student teachers, and then our alum out in the field, principals, superintendents, they're actually reaching out to us, asking us who's graduating. We want first dibs on those students. This year, our student teaching population, about 30% of them had contracts signed and in hand by the time they started their second placement. So about midway through their student teaching, they're already signing contracts and know where they're going.
For a high school student, I really would advise them to check out Central's program because, again, it has revolutionized my career and my life and has helped me exhibit confidence in the classroom.
I have really grown a lot, so I think that's what my experience has mostly been about. You're going to find a lot of friends here, and they're going to be lifelong friends because everyone here is on the same mission. Everyone cares about you, and they want the best for you, everyone here.
They'll give you whatever you need in order to become the greatest teacher you could possibly be.
I would tell a prospective Central student to really ask themselves like what kind of experience I want to have in my 4 years, Do I want to be just going to and from class and kind of like just studying and being done with it? Do I want to be like just another number in a giant lecture hall? Or do I really want to build those like close connections with like peers, faculty, and staff that will really pay off in the future?